Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do the collective tarot for today. Today's Monday, May 19th, 2025. You may follow me on the Talk, the Tube, the Lemonade, the Blue Sky Social, my Pinterest, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, God's kiss. We love that for you. Whatever does not, please just leave it on the table for someone else. Don't take on energy that you don't need to take on. Don't do that to yourself. I've been there so many times. Do not do that. Intuitive City Oracle, Rob Barthelman, intuitiveintention.com, or he sells his decks in the TikTok shop. Sometimes you can catch him doing a live. I think he's teaching people how to read tarot. I could be wrong. We got 2 on the table. I'm posting the collective to YouTube, but it might take a while because that thing was like 45 minutes long. I used my new cards and I could not stop myself. Very toxic energy in that reading. So if you're attracted to that, go watch it. It'll probably upload in the next 20 hours. Thanks, YouTube. We got 5 on the table, 1 major. Okay, I did not think that TV was that loud, but apparently it is. We got 6 on the table, 1 major. 7 on the table, 2 major. 2 more shuffles. Okay, that's 8 on the table. I can't see what it is. I thought it was the Lovers, but maybe I'm wrong. No. 9 of Cups. It kind of looked like the Lovers card. Okay, we got 8 on the table. 2 major. We got 1 more shuffle. Last shuffle. 9 on the table, 3 major. 10 on the table, 4 major. Oh. Whoa. Okay, hold on. Let me look at the top of the deck. We've got the World. We've got the Queen of Cups, the 8 of Cups, the 10 of Cups. I just heard the World is at someone's feet. I forgot to mention that in the collective read. I kept hearing all morning in my head, I think it's from Lentil, the movie Lentil with Barbara Streisand. I think. I'm not too sure because I never saw that movie all the way through. But the song Matchmaker, 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 Make Me a Match. I think that's from Lentil. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe it's from something else. I kept hearing it over and over and over in my head this morning. I wrote it down and put it on a piece of paper and brought it home with me, thinking I might forget. I forgot what the last reading, but I just remembered that. Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. And I just kept singing it over and over and over and over again for like a couple hours, like on and off. And I would just hear it in my head. Pardon me. So bottom of the deck is the High Priest, the Sun, and the Emperor. Someone might be standing on business. I just heard someone might be coming back around. We got King of Swords. We got Three of Pentacles. We got the Eight of Pentacles. The Three of Wands. We've got the Tower. Page of Swords. We got the Chariot. I'm trying to line these up as I go, but I forgot. We got Three of Cups. Last Judgment. And bottom of the deck, Strength. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. It doesn't matter. So here's the deal. I don't know. Someone is going to get into some kind of partnership, whether it be business or relationship wise. It doesn't really matter, honestly. Someone's going to get into this partnership and they're going to work really hard at it. They want to grow this. They see the potential there, but with the Tower card, like it's gonna fall apart. Like if this was a person getting into business with another person, like they're like, oh good, this is gonna be awesome, and they work together, right? And this one person is focused on growing and moving forward and building, and then maybe this other person is not. Because I just picture it like, and I don't want to like, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but it's almost like they're building, right? Like they're building this tower, like this building in what looks like New York City or Chicago or LA or wherever. They're building this building, but I picture it just crumbling, like it just falling to pieces. And I'm just going to say it. I think whether this is business or relationship, it's basically getting into bed, right? It's a phrase they use in business, getting into bed with someone you don't know. Because whether this is a business or relationship, it's like getting into this situation thinking that it's going to work out for the better for you and this other person, and at the end of the day it just leads to a total mess. It's just chaos. Like I said, it just crumbles. I just heard if you ever listen to Martika, Toy Soldiers, where she's like, what is it, left, right, left, we all fall down like toy soldiers. It's like that back and forth energy, like give and take, but I don't think this situation is equal give and take, because it crumbles. It all falls apart. If you get into a business relationship with someone and you're putting in 90% of the work and that person is putting in 10, I mean, do you think that's really sustainable for a long period of time? Because I would get sick of it. I'd be like, oh, hell no. I didn't sign on to do all the work while you sit back and do nothing and reap all the benefits. Fuck no. What was the point of that? That's not a collaboration. That's not a partnership. That's bullshit, right? And I feel like at the end of the day, with the Chariot, the Nine of Cups, the Last Judgment, the Strength, like someone is going to have to make a decision to walk away. Like they're not getting their needs met, their wants met, right? Like they're not getting anything. And it doesn't matter. Relationship, it could be a friendship, lover situation, it could be you and a family member. Or it could be business, right? It could be a neighbor, relationship with a neighbor. Like if you're always helping them fix stuff in their apartment, but anytime you need help, they don't help you. Like that friendship crumbles, right? That relationship turns to shit. With the Chariot, the Nine of Cups, the Last Judgment, and the Strength, this is somebody like getting the realization, like, I gotta move on. Like I can't keep doing this. Like this is not helping me, you know? I think I've heard this before in a reading. What's that song? You're no good, no good, no good. Baby, you're no good. I'm not the best singer, but I love to sing, so deal with it. You should see people watch me when I'm driving in my car and I'm belting out my little tunes with like all my heart. Yeah, because this is like someone realizing with the Chariot, like they got to move forward on their own. They got to figure out their own way, their own path. They got to like extricate themselves from whatever this is. They might have to do it legally. I don't know. But it's going to be somebody going towards their fulfillment with the Nine of Cups. Like they're going to have to make a judgment for themselves. Like, and who, I would let it go. Whatever it is, it's not like, it's not a marriage, it's not a union. And that doesn't even, again, that could just be a work situation. A work situation is a marriage, a union. It really doesn't matter. It's not. It's off balance. There's something wrong there. Whether it wholeheartedly be the other person, whether two people just can't get along, whether two people just don't have the same idea, like there's something wrong. Because it's gonna take strength for this person to walk away from whatever that situation is. Pardon me. Make no mistake, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be an easy decision. I don't think it's going to be easy on either person, because either that other person doesn't realize how much they're not putting in, or like they're delusional, like one or the other. And nobody ever really likes to be told they're not doing their job, right? I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've been told in my lifetime from a boss, well, you're not doing your job. Okay, well, maybe I'm not, but everybody has a bad day. Or you only gave me a 5-cent raise this year. Think about it, right? Like, or you do give your best and they still say, well, you didn't give your best. And you're thinking, okay, like, do I have to cut off my arm and throw it at somebody for somebody to think that I did my best? Like, what is my best? Like, tell me what my best should be, right? So I think walking away from whatever this partnership, this union, I think it's going to be hard for both individuals, or all individuals. It could, I mean, a collaboration, a union, a partnership. I mean, partner implies two technically, but you can be a partner in a law firm. How many partners do they have? 10. So it doesn't, it could be multiple people, it could be a group, it could be a community. It could be like, you know, three guys choosing to start, like a computer company or something, and it just doesn't work out, right? There's going to be a lot of hurt feelings there. This could be two females deciding to start their own makeup company, and it just doesn't work out. It literally could be anything. It could be two people in a relationship. Like, hey, let's give this thing a try, knowing the whole time that you're not feeling it or the other person isn't feeling it, like, why not just be honest? And I sincerely feel that whatever this is that's going to break up all parties involved eventually will reach that 9 of cups and find fulfillment doing whatever they end up doing on their own. Or again, if this is a relationship, eventually they'll find other relationships with the people they're supposed to be with. And it's funny because with the Page of Swords and the Last Judgment, I don't think that this solution, thought, idea was reached lately. Like, oh, let's break up our company and go our separate ways. That's not an easy thing. You know, that's not an easy thing. Even for the laziest person that doesn't put in anything, if two people decide they're going to close their company or go their separate ways, that's not easy. Because, like, even if somebody seems like they're not putting in as much work as another person, that doesn't mean that they didn't have the good intention. That doesn't necessarily mean that they didn't want more, that they didn't have high hopes. Because I'm picturing like two people like just kind of looking around, looking behind them, like, okay, we're gonna leave this situation now. Is anybody, nobody's watching? Okay, great. It almost gives like a bashful kind of, not guilty, but like, I don't know how to describe it. Almost like well, we started our business 3 years ago and we never made any money, so we're quitting. We're going to dissolve it. And God, I hope nobody notices. It kind of gives off that kind of vibe. Like, I hope nobody notices that I'm leaving this behind and I'm moving towards this. Kind of like that vibe. I was talking about this to the collective a couple of weeks ago, to you guys a couple of weeks ago, when my friend at work left because she got the promotion. She's working from home for corporate. Like, she didn't want to tell anybody she was leaving. She told like 3 people. Well, four. 4 people. It's kind of like, I don't want anybody to see me leave. Not that her situation was bad. I mean, she got a job staying at home, working from home, which is good for her. That's what she wanted. So, but it was just kind of like her wanting to get out of the warehouse, with nobody knowing that she was gone. And I think I made a comment like 2 weeks ago to one of the other ladies in the department about her. And she goes, she left? She's like, I didn't even know. And I looked at her and I said, she didn't want you to know. You know, she kind of snuck out. It kind of gives that energy, like two people or a group deciding that something isn't working. So they're both going to kind of sneak away. And it's not necessarily like bad energy. It's, if anything, it's kind of sad, maybe a little comical because, you know, things don't work out. They don't work out, you know. Like there's nothing to be pissed off about or, you know, not wanting anybody to know about. Who cares? Like businesses fail all the time, relationships fail all the time. You move on, you find something else, find someone else, you know? That person wasn't for you, that business wasn't for you. It's okay. Move along. And again, whoever these people are, like they eventually find their fulfillment. All right. I think I'm going to leave it there. I hope the message resonate, or messages, I don't know, resonated for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you were entertained. I'll talk to y'all later.